Who is this young lass, depicted in this seemingly innocent photograph? What sort of terrible misfortune could have befallen her that would render this seemingly charming picture a harbinger of terror to come? Seek her out, if you dare. What sort of harvest of evil shall befall us on this journey? Welcome to another episode of Professor Winter's Library of Horrors. I, of course, am your host, Professor Alistair Winters, and this my Library of Horrors, where this year you are helping me select a different tale from the archive of arcane artifacts every week. This week, the film has been selected by Frightfield Film Fester, Devin Rice. Devin has nearly a flawless record of attendance at the 9 years of the Frightfield Film Fest, making it to the end of the controversial year, Knives, Claws, and Chainsaws, Rise of the American Slasher. For his object this week, his artifact, Devin has selected this photograph. A photograph of a wee lass by the name of Rowan Morrison. What horrible misfortune has befallen this young girl, and what mystery will be uncovered at the core of tonight's feature? It is the early 1970s. Actor Christopher Lee, known for his work in the Hammer Studios monster films since the late 50s, is looking for a role and a project which will break him out of that stereotype. He collaborates with director Robin Hardy and screenwriter Anthony Shaffer. The three of them devised to tell a tale based on what they call the old religion. They draw heavily from inspiration from the 1967 novel Ritual. The film is shot entirely on location in Scotland, and the now influential soundtrack is recorded by the group Magnet. A word about the edit of tonight's film. During the 1970s, it was very, very common for different edits to be available of films depending on run times of multi-film lineups and censors in different areas. Tonight's feature is almost the poster child for a film lacking a definitive edit. In fact, there is an original cut, now lost, a theatrical edit, a later director's cut, and finally a final cut, released years later and placed on DVD and Blu-ray. We will be watching the theatrical cut. There is also a rumored 12-minute edit of the film. So on this cold October night, when one can almost sense something ancient and pagan in the air, enjoy this 1973 seminal work of folk horror, directed by Robin Hardy, written by Anthony Shaffer, and starring Christopher Lee. Prepare yourself, fright-filled film festers, to meet the Wicker